Hi guys, welcome to Health Rise. This is our first topic and video of our small YouTube channel. I hope that you will support our channel and join us into our journey towards a better and healthier life.
Eating is life. Intermittent fasting might not be for you. Instead of waking up, eating breakfast, grabbing lunch around noon, then dinner after work, your schedule is a little okay, a lot more strict, and your calorie intake is lacking. But to some people, the weird schedule seems to be worth it. From benefits like losing weight to feeling more energized, this diet definitely has a giant results-driven, science-backed fan club. Here's what you should know. Disclaimer: what is best for you may not be best for someone else. What is best for someone may not be best for you. Please consult a doctor before doing anything severe or stupid, especially if you have a pre-existing condition of any sort. Is fasting the same thing as intermittent fasting? If you've paid any attention to the world, you have probably heard of intermittent fast or IF. IF is just a broad term for all the different ways you could alternate periods of fasting and not fasting. Here are the common ones: 16 hours fasted, 8 hours non-fasted. This is done daily and I have loved doing this at certain times in my life when it fits well with my schedule. For all the information, full-size surrender for breaking my fast with some chicken parmesan, Brussels sprouts, and none you could ever want on this. Head over to Lean Gains. Eat, Stop, Eat. This is a 24-hour fast done once or twice a week. What this article will talk about: 5-2 diet. This is 5 days of normal eating with 2 days throughout the week of severely restricted calories, 500 to 600. Prolonged fasting. This is fast that lasts for 3 to 4 or more days. It's long and very in-depth, but this Tim Ferriss podcast with Dr. Rhonda Patrick dives into a lot of the science of prolonged and short-term fasting, science-backed benefits of fasting. There's a lot of research on fasting and it shows a lot of benefits. The one downside is that most of the studies are animal mice studies. Still, I think there is enough evidence, or will be more evidence, as more human studies take place. Reduction of oxidative stress. Thoughts on why this works are that fasting puts a certain level of stress on the body, causing cells to adapt and become more resistant to stress, improving the rate of cognitive decline. Fasting may decrease the risk of dementia, decreases the risk of cancer, increases in growth hormone at as soon as 18 hours of fasting. This helps increase fat burning and muscle building. Increases autophagy, the body's process of cleaning out debris and other things. Improves insulin response. Increases metabolic rate. Contrary to what you hear, eating 6 times a day does not boost your metabolism. Metabolism does not actually start to slow until at least 71 hours without food. Decreases inflammation. I really could go on, but if you need to be further convinced, go here, here, and here. And I am a firm believer that it is really important to practice being uncomfortable. It makes you appreciate what comfortable is. It teaches you that you can do without things that you thought you needed. Of the science-backed reasons to fast, the increase in growth hormone was something I was intrigued by since my current goals is to gain muscle while staying lean. What is intermittent fasting? When you're intermittent fasting, your eating schedule basically revolves around a cycle of feeding and fasting, says Toronto-based nutritionist Abby Langer, RD. Some people do a whole day fast, others choose alternate day fasting, and some simply do time-restricted eating. If you choose to do whole day fasting, you'll eat less than 500 calories for 2 consecutive days. Then on the other 5 days, you eat whatever you want in a given week. Alternate day fasting, or 5-2, involves getting 500 calories the first day, whatever you want the next day, 500 the next, and so on. And for the last method, you do a bit of fasting every day, only eating between a certain time period, like 12 p.m. to 8 p.m., with no calorie restrictions. What are the benefits? For the most part, intermittent fasting has a pretty standard concept. Eating less and avoiding all those excess calories can do your body good in more ways than one. The most talked about benefit is weight loss, which simply comes down to science. It works because the net calorie intake is less than what a person could eat over the course of 7 normal eating days. If you're cutting out calories, you're probably going to lose weight, Langer said. It may also be an easier way to lose weight rather than, say, a straight low-calorie diet or other diets, such as the ketogenic diet. It all depends on the person. As for the other perks, one study found intermittent fasting can help improve your total cholesterol and triglyceride levels. Another found it's just as effective at helping you have a healthy body composition as calorie restriction. And there's also a possibility that it could help reduce the risk of cancer, slow aging, boost the immune system, and reduce inflammation, says Harvard Medical School. But more research still needs to be done. Are there any drawbacks? While there are plenty of benefits, there are also some drawbacks to be aware of. It can be extremely triggering for people who have a tendency toward or a history of eating disorders. It's also somewhat inconvenient if you travel a lot or go out a lot of dinner. 500 calories is not a lot of food, Langer says. Lastly, some people may find themselves eating more on the days following a fast to make up for the food they didn't get the day before. That can completely sabotage any progress that they'd make with this diet. Ready to give intermittent fasting a try? If you want to give intermittent fasting a try, Langer recommends going with a method that works best for you. One legitimate method is fasting 18 hours a day and eating for 6. Or if 5 works, then go with that. Just don't binge eat or even overeat on the normal eating days. While some find the diet sustainable in the long term, others, Langer included, who wrote about her personal experience, definitely do not. Whenever you end up trying intermittent fasting or not, she just wants people to keep one thing in mind. No one diet works for everyone, and in most cases, just eating healthy and moving more is the best plan. If you liked the video, kindly click that like button, subscribe to get notified of our upcoming videos.